What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another vlog video. I don't even know. It's been a couple weeks since I posted, and I will update y'all. Just a quick rundown. I was gone for like a couple weeks, and I will be dropping a vlog either today or tomorrow, just putting y'all on while I was gone for like a couple weeks. Just been grinding off camera, you know. Just a quick rundown though, right quick. Going apartment shopping. Well, already went, but apartment shopping. Getting back into a routine of things and just, just starting over. It feel like that's what it feel like. So that's what I'm gonna be dropping tomorrow for y'all or today, one of the two. Right now, I got a little bit of running to do, which I'm doing right now. Going to the bank. I also gotta talk to y'all today. So this video might be separate for tomorrow. So I will talk to y'all here in a minute after I get things situated. And I come to a stop. I gotta get this bread out. I need no receipt. I'll see y'all in a minute. Hold on. What I wanted to talk to y'all right quick about was you could be your worst enemy sometimes. It don't even gotta be people. Like, it don't gotta be people. And I realized that in the past 2 weeks, bro. I just feel like I've been out of the routine, bro. Like, usually I get up, go work out, grind for the channel and post, edit, do what I gotta do. And lately I just been feeling like off, like for some reason, bro. Just off. I don't know what it is. I really don't, but I had to get out of that funk last week. For the last 2 weeks, I've been in that type of like, I ain't gonna say depressed, but like just out of the loop, like just out of routine, just not wanting to do nothing for whatever reason that is. I don't know why, but I'm back into it. I'm back in that mode again. And starting tomorrow, because I actually got done filming, maybe like, what time is it? It's 12:30 right now. I got done filming like maybe an hour ago. But the thing is, I've been grinding since like 3 in the morning. I've been up since 3. Couldn't sleep. Like, it was weird, bro. I'm telling y'all, we all have this inner voice in ourselves that, I'm gonna be honest, I do legit feel like I'm my worst critic. I'm hard on myself when it comes to content. I'm hard on myself when it comes to like me grinding and hustling, because I want better for myself. So if I feel like at one point in time I was hustling, grinding to a T where I felt untouchable, to now I don't feel like I'm putting in that much work, I'm gonna be hard on myself because I know what I'm capable of. Does that make sense? Yeah, it feel way too good outside to not be out here. So I'm going to my favorite spot and go record. I'll call it the greenhouse. As I was saying, I think we all got that inner voice in us, bro. And I'm gonna be honest. I know for a fact I'm my worst critic. I know for a fact I'm real hard when it comes to anything that I'm doing, because, like I said before, I know what I'm capable of. And I'm gonna tell you the truth though, that voice that you hear, it's not even you, bro. It's fear. It's the part of you that's trying to protect you from failure and discomfort, bro. I'm telling you. But what it's really doing is holding you back from achieving what you really desire. That's what it's doing. Because you gotta think about it. When you like this and you become your worst enemy, this is what it do. How many times have you held yourself back from an opportunity because you didn't believe in yourself? Okay, how many times have you had dreams that you buried just because you thought you weren't capable enough? This was a dream. For sure, gang. This was something that I always wanted to do. I was always on a camera, bro. On a camera. Like, and it's crazy that I started behind the camera filming other people. Now I'm filming myself. Now I'm on the camera. Does that make sense? Like, it's weird how that worked. Always been holding the camera. Always had a camera in my hand. Or some type of microphone. So now everything is incorporated around me now. The thing is, when you a critic on yourself, the more you listen to that voice, the more you feed into its power behind it. The more that you start seeing yourself as incapable, unworthy, all of these things that you are more than. All of these things that you are more than. And that voice that you hear in your head, that holds you back from what you truly can be. It does. Another way, we become our worst enemy because of that self-sabotage, that self-talk, that negative talk. How many times have you set a goal only to go the opposite way? Do you hear me? How many times have you set that, didn't achieve it, felt bad, and then you gave up? What's necessary to achieve it? Choosing, how can I word this? Maybe you want to grow a business, you want to grow in general, but you avoid putting in the work behind it because you're afraid it might fail. Why? Self-sabotage often stems from that fear of failure. You can't be scared to fail, bro. You can't be scared to go through life without making a mistake. You can't even be afraid of success. A lot of people are. Yeah, success, we get this twisted too. Success, everybody think like when you become successful, that's it. That's it. No, you still got to keep going even with the success, right? The reason why we will never touch that is because we fear change. That'd be the problem. You fear change. One of the biggest ways to become your worst enemy is through change. Nobody wants to change. Everybody wants these things but don't want to change for the better. Everybody wants these things but don't want to sacrifice. If you don't change, you stay stuck. If you stay in the same place, you deal with the same frustrations, you're going to deal with the same struggles, and ultimately remain trapped in your own cycle of fear. And that creates this ongoing cycle of you becoming your worst enemy. You got to break out of that. So what did I do? The last 2 weeks, I had to come up with a new routine, bro. I did. I was getting up working out. Even through my hectic schedule, bro. I was working out, believe it or not. Them days I was off, when I went at the studio, I was working out. I knew I wasn't going into work. I'm working out. Just keeping a healthy lifestyle, being productive, staying up with the business. Ain't really been on that lately. For the past 2 weeks, just trying to grind IRL. And yeah. Yo, you gotta break out of that cycle. Shoot, I had to do it. You know, last 2 weeks, like I said, really wasn't feeling it. I don't know what it was, but just had to sit down with myself and reincorporate a new routine for myself. So I'm gonna show y'all that probably here in the next couple of days once I get done editing. But you could break out of that cycle of being your worst enemy. And if I didn't learn nothing else, it was that. Breaking out of it, first you need to recognize when you falling into a pattern. I realized that I was falling into that because I'm like, man, it's been a week. Like, what's going on? Like, and after that week, I realized that, like, yeah, bro, you just need to pay attention to your thoughts, pay attention to your actions, your feelings, pay attention to how you catch yourself, like maybe you doubt yourself, sabotaging yourself, or fearing change, or whatever it may be. It's figuring out that pattern, bro. And I understand me, and I know I'm most of the time, bro, I'm on it, bro. I'm on it. Y'all know I don't play that. If you know me, you know me. If you know, you know. I'm on a schedule. I keep everything organized. I don't play that. Second thing is practicing your self-compassion, bro. Reminding yourself that you're human and that it is okay, bro. I'm human. Things happen. I fail at things. I'm afraid sometimes. Like, I'm a big dude, but yeah, I get afraid sometimes. You know, scared of making a mistake sometimes. I'm human at the end of the day. But I don't let that stop me. And I did last week. I did. I let that get to me. For whatever reason, And then finally taking the small, consistent actions, which I'm doing now, getting out of that funk, you know. Just needed some time for myself because being a content creator, this is different. This is different. On everything I love, this is different. This is what I asked for. This is what I grinded for. But at the end of the day, like I said, I'm human too, bro. And I needed some time, a little bit, to get some things organized IRL. I'm back with it now. I'm back on it. But yeah, you could be your worst enemy. And that's what I wanted to talk about because that was something that I dealt with last week. That's how I was feeling, and I couldn't really come up with why I was feeling that way, and it was me being my worst enemy. I don't know who needed to hear it, but if you heard it, you heard it.